my platform last year was lower taxes, transparency, and accountability. And not enough has changed really this year to change that from my platform. But I do have a slightly different platform, and I call it the 5.5 T's. The first one, as I spoke to a lot of you throughout the summer, one of the main things that still was on everybody's mind was taxes. And we're going to talk a little bit about taxes in a minute, but I want to go through the rest of the T's. Town hall, we need to get that open. Traffic, we now have a situation where we're going to be appointing a new town manager. And then we have my 1.5 point T, which is transparency and accountability. Town hall was my second T. Let's just get it open. You know, it's been a long time. I left the town in 2015, and it was supposed to be open in 2 years at that time. And it's been 4 years since I've been gone, and it's still not open. If we look at the contract and see what's in there.
7 million to 28 million.
Yeah, 7 million to 28 million. And then when you add on the public safety campus, which was going to originally be a renovation of the town hall, and now it's going to be a demolition and a construction project, you're up to $73 million.
Wow.
So that's going to take some collaboration. You know, it's going to take work with the planning board, the police department, the economic developer, and you know, I have relationships with those departments. I was, some of you might not know, I was a police officer. I have relationships with the police department as well. Town manager. So I don't think I have to tell anybody in this group, there's a lot of issues on the table, and our town manager's leaving. So the Board of Selectmen in our town, the Board of Selectmen appoints the town manager. That's going to be an important decision because it's going to need to be somebody that has the, you know, you obviously need the leadership and the management ability, but you need financial skills to get us through what's going on right now, to get that town hall open, and to get through what I see coming down the pike. We spent $700,000, I think we took out of roads money to put into the Robin Raise Fund. And I worked on those projections, and I can tell you that was never the intent of the Robin Raise Fund. That fund was supposed to sustain us in terms of capital needs for many, many years, and it didn't. So we need somebody that's going to be prudent about how we space out our capital projects, and it's going to be financially, fiscally prudent with how he spends our money. Our per capita general government is 170% higher than similar cities and towns. Wow. That's a big difference. Our debt, and debt is the thing, this number comes from before the municipal project that we're doing. Our debt is already 30% higher than similar towns. Somebody asked me why I'd never run for anything before, and I'll be completely honest with you, I never thought that the need existed. It wasn't until I went to work in the finance department that I saw a need and decided I needed to get involved. But I thought I'd share with you some of the things that I have done in my private and business life. Currently I'm the president and CEO of a company called Day or Night Senior Care. That's a company that cares for elderly people. I see that the population of Dedham is turning to over 55. A huge percentage of our town, over 55 and over 65. And that's an issue that we need. There's a lot of people here that are going to need attention. And our services need to be directed towards that if we're going to be able to help them. I got involved in the senior care business because I saw a need for it. I did investigations, fraud investigations, and embezzlement investigations for the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, which is kind of why I dug into the books in Dedham when I was here. It was just kind of something that I did. But I was involved in the community in a lot of different ways. When I started working for the town, I saw a need that I never thought existed, I never knew existed. And so I had to get involved. That's just what I do. No candidate can do it alone. If you are able to volunteer, please sign up. You know, we're going to need people for, you know, we'll be going door to door as much as possible. The ultimate goal is votes. So, you know, we take donations because we use that money to get votes, but we'd rather have people. So if you can donate your time to the campaign, if you feel as though I represent something that you can believe in, please sign up, volunteer, whatever you can to help. It would be appreciated. If anybody has any questions, I'll be around.